Welcome back, guys. I'm your host, Delphinus Kia, and we're back here with Expeditions, a mud runner game. It's new out on the market. I'm sure you know of it. When we're going to get into nearby areas, we're just going to continue down the list here. No real particular order other than whatever comes up next. So let's go ahead and get into this nearby areas. We'll accept that as the mission. Come into our trucks. What does it say? It says we need a scout. Height differences. We're going to come down and we're going to use our Cotco Canyon SR1. I believe this is part of their premium edition or year one edition. Not exactly sure which one. I probably should know. But anyway, this is the one we're going to use. Now that we've completed our first expedition, we are allowed to go ahead and come into the garage, where you can come into customization and where you can then change up different things, change up your colors. I'm a fan of this green and black. I like that one the best. Let's go ahead and we'll probably be using this guy a bit. We'll put on the rock crawler suspension. We will go with what tires should we go with? OS3s would probably be the best choice for there, but we have to explore the region to find it. Let's go with these. It's a little pricey, but we'll go with this. 37-inch TM2s. Winch will leave the same, and the snorkel, we'll put on the high mount snorkel. Why not? Like I said, a little pricey, but it'll be okay. We'll leave the engine stock for now. We'll probably end up doing the middle one later. We'll leave the stock gearbox, just that way it gives us a little bit more height, and we don't have to worry about water at that point. One thing that we're going to need for this mission is the metal detector, obviously indicated by a little exclamation point, but they give that to us for free. So, and rims, you know what, let's go with these jar 3s. The 3s or your 2s? I guess we'll go with 2s. It'll match a little bit better. And there's also stickers, but you have to unlock nearly all of them or all of them. So there we go. We have our inventory. We have to go back one more page. Then we have to enter to add. This is kind of what I was mentioned last video. Some of the menu issues I was having. I don't like how I have to like go into a menu to come out of a menu to go back into a menu to leave to like if I just like from here, if I wanted to just start the mission from here, like I'm happy, I'm ready to go, I can't just leave from here. I have to go all the way back to here and then I can deploy. I can't just deploy from in there, which is it a small detail? Probably, but I don't think we'll need any spare parts or anything. So we'll just go ahead and deploy with that. We won't add any other equipment. We could add, like I said, the manager. I think he's the only one we've opened so far. Oh, we have Connor, which would allow us to scout more. You know, 150 meter partial scout. Not really sure what that marks binocular or drone. Not 100% sure what he does, but regardless, I don't think we need anybody right now. So we're just going to get started. In here, when you go to deploy, it chooses, I believe by alphabetical order, your outpost, which it chose the eastern outpost. But if we look on the map, this little, I wish they kind of highlighted it in a different color, but this little flag symbol is where we have to start. So if we if we just let it be at the eastern outpost, we would have to make our way all the way down to that flag, which you can click on your list, go to the different one, and wherever that check mark is wherever you're going to be deployed to. If we double click it there or hit enter, in my case, it will change us to there, to our field base. That way we start at the edge and then we only have to go right there. So there we go. Alright, and we start a vehicle. I will change it to daylight just because I know YouTube is going to make this really dark. That's not daylight. There we go. So we'll come up in here. It's going to give us a little prompt. The indicators on the metal detector turn white. It means that there are objects to search within a radius of 200 meters. A metal detector gives you information about locations, ranges, and objects. Red is resources, blue is items, green is upgrades. And I believe what they mean by the indicator is when you come in here, you have the metal detector symbol. They either mean that or they mean that small white ring. There's nothing on this screen right here that says that there is something. Maybe these lights, but I've noticed them all with headlights, so I'm not really sure. Anyway, let's use the metal detector. And one thing it does point out is this little double checker guy. It will point back to your main base, especially if you have things in it. But you can see we have one white band coming from kind of way off that way, kind of towards the base, but that is beyond it. We have another band coming out from behind us up by that ridge somewhere, and another one over there somewhere, which if you look really closely, you can kind of see it. But here's a great tip for you guys. If you put your metal detector away, now that you know the kind of directions it wants you to go, pull out your drone and let your drone up into the air, and there you go. This is the yellow area right here is a mission area. I don't think they call them missions, but we'll get to that. But this is where it's wanting us to go, is up here to this airdrop. The blue zone is like the mission marker, the red is the actual airdrop, and then we got another one that it wants us to go to up here. It's an airdrop with different supplies in it. And then we look back at the vehicle. You remember it said it was pointing towards the building, and that would mean it's out this way somewhere, which we could try to fly over and possibly see, but so far we can't see anything. And as we run out of signal, you can start to see some of the markers back in there. They're usually highlighted by some kind of rectangle or square. One of these little, I'm sorry, that sounds kind of annoying. One of these like little areas that's in front of the base. I think I believe it was used to be called chasing ants. Comes back from like the old PC days. Which anyways, we'll head out there. These little blue squares are where you can expand part of your bases and outposts. You can put parking there, you can put workshops there, you can put storage there. You have to unlock them as you go, but that's the different things that would go there. Like I said, they don't call them missions anymore, they call them tasks, but you could go in there. That one will give you a task to drive way up on the hill. And then we have our first nearby area right here. And here we go. See, it just checked off, but we can actually come in, hit trade. And if we needed fuel, we could take some fuel. I'll just leave it there for now, as I don't need any, and even if I did, I could only take a little bit of it. I would always recommend, you know, trying new vehicles out as a stock or whichever. I know we did change it up a little bit with putting the lift kit on, but like the engine, we didn't do anything to the engine, and so far I haven't even needed four-wheel drive. It may be a little bit slower, but it's also saving a little bit of fuel. I do appreciate how in this version the tires look like they get muddy more realistically. I'll come up to this airdrop and our blue signal will go away. And we can see what they have to trade, which they have a reusable anchor at this airdrop. I will take that. One, just in case I need it, because I believe the stock winch is an autonomous winch like it used to be, but now they just call it a stock winch. And then we'll go out to this last signal. But while we drive out there, I wanted to say I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Hope you guys are enjoying Expeditions if you've picked it up. If not, if you're thinking about it, I actually recommend it. Like I said, I did have troubles with it in the beginning, but that could have easily been my own, you know, fault. But it is fun. It's different than the old school SnowRunner. So I haven't gotten too deep into it yet, as I was trying to make guides for it. But it is what it is. And if you guys are enjoying the video, I do hope you give a like and subscribe. That always means a lot to everybody who makes YouTube channels. Throw it into four-wheel drive real quick. And we'll come up here. Do be mindful of rocks. Like, they seem a little bit more aggressive to me. Like to flip your vehicles and things. And that would complete our expedition. We can get our rewards for it. And if we headed to headquarters now, we would lose that item that we picked up, the reusable anchor. I prefer to keep this anchor, so I want to actually hold on to it. So I'm not going to go to headquarters right now. I'm going to continue. Another reason why I want to continue is I want to come down in here and get this upgrade, which I believe is one of the drivetrains, as we do a bit of damage to the vehicle. I will adjust the tire pressure down a little bit, might give us some more stability. And get an upgrade. Yep, high range gearbox. And no trucks currently that I can put it on. Fantastic. One thing I noticed is the damage is kind of like the original SnowRunner, or the normal version of SnowRunner, where when you take damage and you go back to the shop, it kind of erases the damage and fixes your vehicle, refuels your vehicle. Because between expeditions, your vehicles are back to normal. And you can see that there's still a guide that way. You can always still use your metal detector. You can pull it back out at any time. But like I said, it is still pointing now back that way towards the shop. So it does point, if you're within 200 meters, it does point back to your shop or outpost. I mean, base, outpost, shop, outpost. I call it all kinds of things. Don't mind me. Squeeze through our trees right here. And come back down through here. You can turn it out of four-wheel drive right now. Might keep get us there a little bit quicker. Like you see, we just took tire damage. That's because we were going too fast for the tires. You'd have to remember to turn those back up to normal if you're going fast. If you're going like a medium speed, you can keep them on medium. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage to the tires, but it does do damage to the tires. Speaking of damage, when you come into your damage settings, you'll see that there's 96%. And that was 2 on each tire, I do believe. But in order to fix your tires, you have to change them out completely. You can't just add like 2 bits of, like over here on the engine. We could repair the engine if we wanted to. And that would use some of our onboard repair points if we had any. But you cannot repair any tire damage. You have to replace the entire tire. It looks like it just does one at a time, so it's not too terrible. But still. Now if we go, since we're back here, go to F, we can now put this anchor in our inventory. And now we don't have anything in our truck. So when we go back and hit return to headquarters, now we get the money that we were to get for that mission. But it does not sell the items. That means when next time we come out of the shop, we can go here and reclaim that reusable anchor. I hope that has helped you guys. Please give me a like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. Like I said, I will be doing a 5-part episode on this. This is episode number 2. I will see you guys very shortly for the next one.